Deus Vault, my fellow gamers, and a Merry Christmas to you guys. Okay, here I've got 3 box sets. I figured I'd do an opening, so let's go ahead and do some opening here. First one, some Bullwalkers. I've heard some negative comments about these guys. Stuff about their arms fitting. I'm going to go into the back because you're looking for that. Yes, indeedy. Alright, we have a bunch of plastics. So, 20 bases. Excellent. Alright, so we've got 2 whole bodies, torsos and heads. Torso, no head. Legs, torso, torso. And then some pretty heroic looking heads there. So pretty cool. Pretty cool guys. The dude with the wings on his head is pretty sweet because he's got an excellent mustache. Got a giant hammer there, 2 of those, which is nice. Hand axe, another giant hammer, so 3 giant hammers. 4 up here, 4 giant hammers. So, okay, this is kind of like probably a shield breaker's sprue. So it looks like they're all yon same. It's the same, and it will have a little icon there, maybe for a small. So, yeah, okay, so it's like a little lance dude here, but you slap the icon on, you got an instant standard bearer, and there's some more icons here. So you got shields, hand weapons, double-handed hammers. So this is going to be a multi-part kit. So this is going to be for their shield breakers and then their iron warriors, or whatever they call them. Made in England by Renata, Mantico. Mantic Entertainment, 2010. Man, these things are aged. Dwarf Ironclad. Okay, so you got Dwarf Ironclad, and you also have Command written here. 2010. These things are 12 years old. Pretty soon, 13 years old. So you got 4 of the same sprues, so 5 cats on each sprue. That brings you up to the grand total. And this is what makes them Bullwalkers. A healthy shield. I think that is only for the front rank, so I should have 5 of those shields. And I can already do the count, and I do have 5 shields. So the front rank is boss. Okay. 5 shields there. Just pan that. 5 shields. And okay, so people are saying that the arms tank, and I think it's probably these arms. Really, what you could do, since this piece is cylindrical and whatnot, you've got the arms, you can bend them either way, and actually bend them in or out a little bit if needed. And if really needed, you can cut this bad boy off, bend as needed, and maybe put in a piece of brass tubing or something. I don't know. There has to be some way. I know on the rifle guys, I'm going to have to cut from the elbow to the shoulder and resculpt the entire arm. So maybe this is the problem, and that needs to be twisted. If you take a pair of small needle nose pliers and a tissue with metal, you put the tissue on that, you clamp down with the needle nose pliers, and even with your bare hand you can hold it, and bend that slightly, and it would line up. A lot of people I have seen leaving comments and whatnot about the Bullwalkers. I think that they're complaining about this set of arms and probably about that reason, because when you put them in, you can already tell the flat portion here just lays It needs to be like this, not like this. So what you'll do is what I suggest is put that tissue paper clamp down and just twist. And I mean, if you have a proper amount of man in you, you ought to be able to do that without damaging the model even. So I think they don't have problems with these because they just lay flat and you can tilt them as desired. So you have a healthy amount of those arms. I'm just going to do a count real quick. I have them, so just kind of organizing. It's what I do. I'm OCD. I assume most of you guys are OCD as well. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's a bunch of these arms, and if you lack the amount of man to get it done, then yeah, that's a problem, because there's a healthy amount of those arms. The easy arms, there's a plethora of. Let me see, is it a good mix though? 3, 5. Okay, less of these arms, less of these. So you only get 8 of these arms. So 3, 4, 5. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I'm a set of arms shy. Probably what they want you to do is just like what's in the box here, the cover art. Slap Homeboy together as a hero man's with his hammer doing the whole charge thing. So that's probably what they suggest. So give you 9 of these bad boys, 1 more of the easy arms. So that's good. And for those of you wanting to collect Mantic points, getting involved in that program and getting some of those really cool models online, you know, this is like a $40, close to $40 box set, and you get 1 point. Let me see about the top here. Yeah, you just get the 1 point. So in some of the army deals, you know, you could get a $60 or $80 box set, like for the Elite Army, and you can get 3 of them. But for the most part, $40 is 1 point. So when you're talking a 25-point model or a 15-point model, they're really closer to about $300, just to put it in perspective. Now, that being said, I did get a little, I say $17 model, but it's a blister pack, and it kind of came with 1 point. Most of the blister packs would come with 1 point. So, all right, I'm gonna save the best for last, what I feel is the best. So I've got these guys here. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not really looking forward to it. These guys, they're res crap, the res stick. Not all that excited about it. Going to the bottom, there's your point. And these guys, they're $35. They ought to give you 2 points. Ought to. There it is. It's like a bag of poop. Dang it. It is what it is. Let's count the good smelling pieces of wood that we have here. There's the 10. Okay. So good. We got the 10. Excellent. Oh, Rustic, I hate you so much. I have all that Revenant Cavalry to do. 40 guys. No, my fault. Yeah, it's 40 because, yeah. No, it's 20. Two regiments of them. I'm not going to open this in fear of losing all of it. It is riders' heads, which, yeah, riders' heads with pigtails and angry looks and other bits and bobs, stirrups or something. Oh, and faces to the, okay, a little bit of armor That probably should have been included in that bag too. Weird. Okay, so we have bits of armor and faces on a big gate here, and shoulder armor. That's important. Huh. And we have a few of those gates here. Okay, so faces, armor, gates. With more faces, armor, and gates. So this bag, there's a lot of faces in here, a lot of dwarven heads. So I don't know why the extra. It's interesting, but like I said, plenty of gates. We have our hand weapons here, which will need TLC because they are bent like a joke. And then we've got the badgers themselves. So, you know, the armor plates go in these spots here. And yeah, that one's already affixed. And then a spot for another smaller piece of armor. And you just plop the Happy Dwarf right on the back of them. They don't feel so bad, and this one actually fits really nicely together. It doesn't have, you know, that bad of a gap. The bottom, you know, who worries about that because you're gluing it to the base? But yeah, the top, you know, fits really nice. Maybe this is my one gem of the collection, because I've seen where other people have these, and the gap where it joins up here is just atrocious. So I mean, this feels pretty good. It's Restic 100%, but it feels pretty good. We got a bunch of capes here. Yeah, a few different designs, I suppose. Leastwise 2. That's another thing about this box set. Not much variation. I guess where you get the most variation is the amount of heads for the dwarf, because it's only like one body type, then heads and cloaks, and then that's it. That again is not a bad fit, and that's putting it in with that bit of sprue gate right there material. So yeah, that's bumpy, and when that's been chopped off, this is going to fit much nicer. So far I'm pretty happy with my badgers. I can't complain really at all. And maybe that's what people do. They don't properly clean these little bumps. You would be amazed how much clearance these little bumps take up and how they will wreck your entire model. Just clean your models, bruh. Seriously, get the bumps off. Clean the mold lines, clean that flash. And see, right there, that bump isn't letting it seat, and so you've got that gap. But once you clean that bump, it's gonna fit in there like a glove, and it's gonna be good. Yeah, you see, there's a little gap on it. I mean, you can't tell that. It's pretty nice. Man, I'm actually, you know, flabber of the gasted. Oh, yeah. And see, that's got a massive gate piece right there. Massive one. And it doesn't really fit homegirl too well, but once that's removed, like I said, it'll just go in. It'll be like butter. Oh man, almost halfway through these guys, and it's just, yeah, it's sexy. This is great. All right, I was worried, but now I is not worried anymore. Yeah, really, really great, actually, bro. Yeah, I was super worried about this unit. Maybe now it's just like the riders that I have to worry about. Maybe I can. It would all come down to painting, I think. Give them different hair, like have some shocks of red hair, blonde hair, brown hair, chestnut hair, black hair. You know, that's the main thing. The hair. Give them some red little noses for if they were drinking the night before, having too much wassail, some mulled wine for the Christmas. Okay, now this is where things get monotonous. All right. Okay, there's monotony here, in droves. All right. So the two weapons these guys use are the hammer or the axe. That's what you got. And this is where pulling out your bits box or carving swords or scythes or whatever else out of plastic card comes in handy. Online, they do sell a metal command kit, but it's Mantic Direct only. So, and the command kit, I think it's reasonable. It's like $15 or something like that. Not like you're willing to spend that when you've already dropped 35 or whatnot on the unit, and that makes it in the $50 range. But to give some variation to the models, it might be a good investment. Okay. I'm falling in love with the Badgers. Like, seriously, once you clean that bit, they're going to go in. There may be a bit of a small gap here, but what you can do, like if there is, just liquid green stuff, or you could put in, I'm not going to advocate doing that unless you use exact control, because if you put in more super glue than what you want, squeeze it in, if it comes out, you take a folded napkin, a paper towel, and you push it in there, and it will sponge, it will soak up that extra super glue, and it will leave everything actually fairly smooth and nice. But a lot of people, man, they just you just put it on, and it's just terrible. It makes me, very sad for the human race when that happens. So yeah, these things are awesome. All you have here are shoulder armor bits, hind quarter armor bits, capes, basically the entire body except for the weapon arm and the head, and of course the cape. And you can choose to have capes off as well. Yeah, it's necessary to clean that front bit, but then all the Badgers will fit together really well. They don't look bad, and I just have them kind of loosely clamped, and that's it. The big negative is the riders. So your weapons, you've got to change out your weapons. You've got to do something else. I mean, they could have at least thrown in a different style hammer, different style axe, something like that. But they didn't. Let me see here. That's the exact same. That's the exact same. Exact same. Exact same. Oh my gosh. Yep. And here's the main monotony. Okay, yep. They are the exact stinking same body. Every one of them. They're cloners, man. They're cloners. What can I say? They're cloners. Okay. Well, that is a unit full of monotony, which is kind of terrible to behold. Here in Virginia, it's like -9. Well, real feel -9. The Earth Elemental Regiment. These guys are cool. This is the resin set. The first set that I had, I got secondhand, and it was one of the original sets, and it was metal. And I enjoyed putting it together and cleaning it. But this should be more enjoyable. Going through the bottom again. Oh, ho, 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 ho. 2. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I had a base sneak out. Smells good. 2 others, 1 for each nostril. Yes, burnt wood. Gotta love it. Okay. The head's most excellent detail compared to the metals. These are excellent. And you know what? These are the metals painted because they've got the smooth textured heads. These heads have so much more detail. Look at those crags in them. Yeah, that's what's up. They look so different from the metals, okay? Already awesome. Already awesome. Okay. That was my little girl asking for something. I will get back with her very shortly. I'm almost done with this. Let's see. The backs are the same, but with more detail. The places where the grass is far spikier, far spikier. More grip to it, lots more texture. The metal ones are slightly rounded off and whatnot. Here, the definition on the stone carving is far deeper and nicer, crisper. These are really great. Okay. Very crisp, very nice. You gotta make sure you get all those little sprue gate deals there. So nice and so crisp. I'm not seeing any split molds. Nothing goofy with older, very little mold lines right in his crotch area there. Very few mold lines. A nice crisp gemstone in the middle of his stomach there. Very nice. These are exciting. Oh my gosh. A real nice crystal in the center of his chest there. The roots are good. Everything is excellent here. Excellent. And of course the arms are just beefy arms. Far crisper detail than the metals, which is kind of sad because I like my metals, but resin is excellent. The roots here, really, it's risen up and it's crisp detail, very nice. It is awesome. Okay, we had, oh no, there it is. I was gonna say we have a serious problem, but yeah, nice. So as far as arms go, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we needed. We have all the parts, awesome, and the heads, brand new sculpts. So it's good to have one of each, the metal squad and then this resin squad too. I'm excited for this now. I thought it was going to be the same sculpts, but yeah, the heads and these are just so much crisper. The arms are crisp. Everything is wonderful. I love it. Anyway, you guys have a Merry Christmas. I'll be back with more stuff. I've got a lot more gaming stuff to share. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Carry your lays on.